boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Sir Alex Ferguson save. And today, two finals for you. FA Cup final against Brighton and the Europa League final against Arsenal. So we could be adding to our league title with either the FA Cup, the Europa League, or both. Or one or the other. One of those options is definitely going to happen today. This is going to be the lineup that goes up against Brighton in the FA Cup final. We've got Rakitic in goal, Dodo, Lascelles, Zagadou and Chilwell are the back line. Fofana and Shelvey in the middle of midfield. Gray on the right, Marin on the left. Maya comes in for James Maddison, who's cup tied for this competition, and then Fetiarp up top. On the bench, we've got Woodman, Sessegnon, Marisic, Katoldi, Grealish, Dini, and Piatek. Let's get into this first final. Let's see if we can do the league and cup double today. Early blow for us. Marin picking up a potential foot injury. Sessegnon comes on for him, but could Marin be out of the Europa League final? Free kick, Shelvey goes for goal, shoots just over. All the chances coming for Newcastle in this first half of the FA Cup. Dunk now, 20 minutes gone, into Adnan Januzaj on that left-hand side. They've been a bit busy in these 3 seasons. Gross on that right-hand side. Konsa into Proper. Proper being pressed by Maya, and now Konsa being pressed by Sessegnon. Adams being pressed by Arp. Really good pressing football here from Newcastle. Bernardo on this left-hand side, and they've had to go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Adams again into Konsa, and now again the press is absolutely phenomenal from those 3 young players there. And Maya's come in and Maya scored. Maya, Arp and Sessegnon really did the job on the defence and the goalkeeper there. Pressed them all the way back from the halfway line here to actually make a mistake at the back, and just shows you the young talent that we've got here. Button, that's a poor pass to Dunk, and Maya puts that into the back of the net. 1-0 to Newcastle. So they're going to throw the ball in, trying to find one of midfield 2 for Fofana on the edge. Goes back to Chilwell. He cuts inside, runs at the defence, goes for goal, and probably on his right foot there rather than his left foot, shoots over. 15 minutes to go in this first half. Shelvey picking up that ball and goes out to Dodo on the right-hand side into Demarai Gray. 1-2 with Dodo on the right-hand side. Whips that ball in. Sessegnon's there. Hits the crossbar. And Bernardo gets the ball clear. About 5 minutes before half-time. Dorito in the middle. Dunk's there and he heads just over, trying to make up for his mistake at the back that led to Maya's goal. Half-time at Wembley. We are 1-0 up, but I'm not really happy with how we're playing. Letting Brighton in the latter stages of that, I'm just saying far from pleased with what I've seen out there. Fetiarp on a 6.4, Demarai Gray on a 6.5, the 2 midfielders on a 6.6. I need a little bit more from them just to make this a little bit easier on us in the second half. Maya on the free kick, goes for goal, and Button's there. Oh, can he turn it round? No, he can't. Been surrounded by 6 Brighton players, and they get the ball clear 10 minutes into the second half. The reader being tackled by Maya, and he's already on a booking. It looks like he's going to get sent off. It is a second yellow card for Lavara Maya, and that is it. He is off, and we're down to 10 men. Fetiarp's not playing well. I'm going to bring Troy Dini on. It's probably going to be his last, one of his last games for us. He's going to be moving on next season, and I'm going to bring Demarai Gray off and bring Jack Grealish on that right-hand side. Let's confirm those subs. Half an hour to go. We're still 1-0 up, but down to 10 men. Grealish going to get this ball in into the middle, and Troy Dini is there, and Troy Dini scores. Lovely header from him, and as I said, it's going to be a good send-off for Troy. He's off to Leicester, I think. I'll go through that next season, but Grealish gets the ball and he gets there ahead of Adams and Button in goal, and he surely settles this now. Newcastle 2, Brighton 0. Sessegnon on this left-hand side. We've got a couple of minutes to play in extra time. Dorida gets the ball over the top to Joveljic, and he's on the counter-attack now. Goes past Lascelles and gets the ball into Pascal Gross, and it's Brighton 1, Newcastle 2. Hit us on the counter-attack. Dorida with a lovely ball in that little channel between the right back and the centre-back. Joveljic down that right-hand side. Lascelles goes for a tackle, doesn't get there. Into Pascal Gross, past Rakitic, and it's 2-1 to Newcastle now. They cut the deficit. And there we have it. Full-time whistle's gone. We go on and win the FA Cup. And that means we win the league and cup double. Fantastic scenes for us. Really good defensive display as well. Pretty much everybody over a 7, which is good to see. Troy Dini coming off the bench and scoring that all-important second goal. If we hadn't scored that, the Pascal Gross goal would have been vital, and then we've gone into extra time. But really good to see. Passionately say, well done, lads. Happy with the performance out there. Let's see how long Antonio Marin is going to be out. Is he going to be back for the Europa League? Where is he? Marin is out for 2 weeks. going to be touch and go because it's 11 days away. We'll see when we get to the game. But yeah, Marion could be out of the Europa League. I'll see you when we get there. Second episode of today, and it's against Arsenal in the Europa League final. Past meetings, as you've probably seen, we've only beaten them once and drawn twice in 8 meetings. So they're a bit of a bogey side for us. And actually, when they do play us, they absolutely demolish us. So not looking forward to this at all. This is going to be the team that plays up against them. Backline is exactly the same as the one against Brighton. Midfield 2, exactly the same. Attacking 3 change. Gray stays on the right-hand side, but Madison comes in for Maya, and Sessegnon comes in for Marin. Marin, he'd be fit in 3 days' time. So if it's 3 days later, he'd be absolutely fine. But he's on the bench because I can have 12 subs. So he might make an appearance if I feel like we need him. Same with Bolo. He is back fit, but he just needs match practice. And David Neres is the same as Marin. So they're on the bench. I've gone for the fittest team I physically could put out against this Arsenal side. Let's go and see if we can win the Europa League. Arsenal side line up like this. Bernd Leno in goal. Bellerin, Mustafi, Socrates and Alex Sandro are the back line. Torreira and Chalobah in the middle. Front of the back 4, just protecting it ever so slightly. Mkhitaryan on the right. Smith Rowe on the left. Aura in behind. Aubameyang. Names on the bench. Zaha, Mesut Ozil, Lacazette, Xhaka, Koscielny, Bartra, Maitland-Niles. So they've got a good bench to call on if they need to. We've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me, and then follow that up with passionately, I've got faith in you. Go out there and make the difference. And I'll see you when the first highlight hits. Dodo with the throw-in to Jonjo. It's already been booked 23 minutes in. Jonjo's got the ball again. Goes for the cross into the back post to Sessegnon. Fofana out to Chilwell. Drives inside, but Mkhitaryan's too strong for him. And they get the ball up to Aubameyang into the middle to Aura. He's got the ball ahead of Lascelles. And that is a great save by Rakitic to push it round the crossbar for a corner kick. Aubameyang again. He's dictating play at the minute. Mkhitaryan over the top to Aubameyang. He's in on goal, and Rakitic brings us into the game with another good save. And keeping us in it is our goalkeeper. Should be higher than a 6.9, but Aubameyang really is dictating play. And some of our boys, a little bit, I think the tie is a little bit too big for them at this minute in their careers. But very even game, very cagey affair. I'm just going to keep it calm and just say it's time for everyone to dig in and go out there and produce. Again, keep it calm, saying you weren't that bad, you can still improve. Go out there and give me a better second half. I am going to change the tactic up and just push these wing backs back a little bit. I feel like it's going over the top a little bit too much, or a little bit too attacking at the minute. But second half starts, hopefully we'll score some goals. Torreira with a corner into the back post. Socrates is there and he heads just wide. And say the chances are very even between the two teams. No one really kind of taking the game by the scruff of the neck. Mkhitaryan, is he going to get onto it? Yes, he is. He pushes Chilwell out of the way, but Sessegnon and Chilwell doing a good double team on him. Sessegnon comes away with the ball into James Maddison. Been in good form recently. Back to Jonjo, and now we find Sessegnon down this left-hand side, surrounded by 4 players. Arp's in. Arp scores! 34th goal of the season. 25 minutes left, and Fetty Arp, that quality that he has, puts us 1-0 in the lead. And it starts from Shelvey, Sessegnon and Chilwell down this left-hand side. Sessegnon runs forward, and that's a lovely little through ball. He gets the ball onto his right foot and just curls that ball into the far corner. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 1. 2 changes made, Embolo and Maya on for Madison and Gray. Final 15 minutes here, and we're still 1-0 up. 3 minutes of injury time left, and the time is whittling away. Fetty Arp's piece of quality seems to be the deciding factor in this game. Unless they score now, Aura in the middle, Zaha's there, but we get the ball clear. Socrates only as far as Sessegnon, and now Fetty Arp can bring the ball away. He finds Chilwell down this left-hand side, but being tackled by the Arsenal defender. Pedraza down this left-hand side for them. Zaha over the top trying to find Aubameyang, and that is it. Full-time whistle goes. Arsenal 0, Newcastle 1, and Newcastle win the Europa League. I think the change at half-time, pushing the defence back a little bit, helped us out because Aubameyang was getting over the top far too easily in that first half. Great defensive display here. An 8.0 for Zagadou, 7.2 for Arpa, 7.7 for Sessegnon, and that means we win 3 trophies this year. We win the league, we win the Europa League. and we win the FA Cup. So if we go to that graphic that I showed you at the very, very start of this series, we ticked off at least 3 of those things. We've won a domestic cup, we've won a league, and we've won the league and cup double. Now we have to go out and win the treble. We have to win the Champions League alongside the Premier League and the FA Cup. That is going to be a monumental task with this Newcastle side, because Champions League, that's where the big boys play, the likes of Bayern, Barcelona and Real Madrid. What a season it's been. We've had a fantastic year, winning a couple of trophies and ticking off some of the goals that we wanted in this Sir Alex Ferguson save. Next year, though, it starts all over again. Champions League football this year, and we go on and win the treble. Can we actually even retain or go anywhere near retaining our league title? It's going to be all those questions asked and answered next season. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, Tuesday, 12 o'clock, we'll bring you all the transfer stuff as we usually do, and any games that we've played already in the season. I'll see you soon.